What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lineman Life Live. Justin, my goodness, bro. What is going on in the NFL today? My goodness.
Yes, look at these prices.
It's just, it's a feeding frenzy, and we're going to get into it. Appreciate you guys for being in here. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already done so. We're going to talk a little NFL free agency. Obviously, huge news to talk about there. We're also going to get into some O-line film today. We got, let me see here. We have Tyler Linderbaum from Iowa, the center, that we'll be looking at his film today. So that should be good times there. But make sure, again, you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Share this, get some more people in here. Check out the show. It's been steadily growing, and we appreciate you guys for helping with that. Now, we were calling it Chiefs Dynasty. It was all good just a week ago.
Damn.
It was all good just a week ago. But we're seeing it today. And let me pull this up here for the people to see. Adam Schefter reported, obviously, everybody knows what's going on here. Chiefs are trading six-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks, 2022 first round, second round, and fourth round, as well as a fourth and a sixth for the 2023 draft. Look, the one constant that I've seen from teams in this free agency period, the teams that are, let's say, in the upper echelon of the NFL, the top 5 to 8 teams that are competing, that are the closest to competing for a Super Bowl championship. I'm seeing a lot of them hedging the future on right now.
Yep. I'm
seeing a lot of them giving up what would be, in a normal average team situation, the building blocks to, create the nucleus of your roster. They're giving up all of that for the right now.
Yep, they are selling the farm.
What do you think? How do you think that? Because it's feast or famine. I think that's what they're all kind of aiming for right now. They're trying to get that ring or get into the Super Bowl now. But I think
that's the name of the game, though. Like
it is. It is the name of the game. It is.
Owners ain't interested in, hey, we're building this foundation to win the Super Bowl in 7 years. Nah, fuck that. Like we need that.
Hey. Real talk.
Now we're burning our ships behind us. We're here.
Hey, we ain't coming back. We're not going back. If this don't work, we all fired. We all done.
We all get fired anyways. So hell.
Eventually, we gonna be out the door anyway.
We might as well go out big. Go swinging for the fences.
And look, this is a copycat league, as you know. It's a copycat league. So when you have a team like the Rams, who pretty much, started this trend, I'm sure they'll look at McVay and be like, oh, he's a genius. He's a prodigy. He's a prodigy because he created an arms race in the NFL. So this is now the flavor of the week for the NFL. You got teams that are giving up potentially their future. And you know what? This creates a weird paradox because the pendulum. This means that that their window, in my opinion, their window to have that success will close much faster because a lot of the top players on these teams, outside of 1 or 2 guys, aren't sitting on 7 years, 6 years, 5-year deals. So there are going to be key pieces in there that are going to want more money or want the money like the guys at the top. And the guys at the top are going to want to re-up. If you let them get far enough into that contract, they're going to say, I want to re-up. And now you're in a situation where you can't afford nobody.
Right. It's going to be like the Lakers. It's like very top heavy and a bunch of fucking mercenaries that are coming in every year. I mean, right now they got 3 big names, but they're not playing that great. But everyone else is just a guy. So you're going to, I mean, just like you said, you have a little success. The big names want to get paid more. The little guys go elsewhere and get paid. So it just leaves you with a bunch of free agent types, rookie, like younger players, plus that franchise quarterback that now I don't know who's going to throw to.
I mean, it's crazy, right? And you look at a team like Miami. Miami, obviously, we don't know. They're a question mark. They're a question mark. That's Tyreek Hill's going to be with the Dolphins, but that alone makes them a bigger threat. But like I said, you have
all their chips into the middle of the table.
All their chips into the middle. Now you see the top level teams doing this, and that if you keep turning that wheel, once they get to that point where they can't afford those guys that they have, gave up the bank for, those teams that got those picks are now going to be the ones that who were part of the paradigm shift, and they become the powerhouses in the league. So I see where this, for Kansas City, from a certain extent, I would say that I personally think that they win in this, because I believe it'll take a lot more for the Dolphins to come out as a contender than just Tyreek Hill. I think it'll take more than that, than the Chiefs losing him, but then gaining a first and a second round pick in this year's draft. They can easily maybe you can't replace Tyreek Hill. I mean, that speed, that awareness, that's hard to replace, but you definitely are going to get young talent that you can develop in parts of your offense where you need that be more diverse, because, at certain points, having a guy like Tyreek Hill on your team, it kind of slowed the Chiefs down. And that's an odd thing to say.
It's great in a vacuum, but if it's causing you to have so many other holes, then, at what point are those holes bigger than what Tyreek can fix?
I mean, Tyreek is he's an instant deep threat. And I mean, the Dolphins already locked him up. They gave him a 4-year, $120 million deal. So he's good.
He saw Devontae's price. He said, hold up.
What I'm saying is you look at the Super Bowl that they lost to the Bucs. They pretty much, had 2 people on Tyreek Hill the whole game. Yeah, you got Travis Kelce to go to underneath at the tight end spot, but there's no other dynamic. I mean, they have dynamic players, but they're not really, they don't give you that same kind of deep threat that Tyreek Hill does. It's so crazy. Now they can look for that. They can look for that threat. They can look for a running back or another running back. They can look for, they can bolster their line, add a little depth to it. They have options now because they got so many picks off that one player.
Right. But also Miami, to their credit, they had a lot of money to spend, and they went out and did it. I mean, they got the number one free agent, Terran Armstead, show up the offensive line. Connor Williams from Dallas.
Armstead,
trying to think who else. Damn, now the names are escaping me. But they went and addressed issues that they had. Obviously, now they have a receiver. So it's Mostert came over with Mike.
Yeah, Mostert came over
from San Francisco. So they're going to find out, like, hey, is Tua the guy or not? So now we have now we're going to know beyond the shadow of a doubt. He's in the first 2 years or whatever it's been. It's like, he doesn't have time to throw. There's not many weapons around him. Blah blah.
Now
blah.
you got a lineman. Now you got the biggest deep ball threat in the NFL.
And you got Jalen Waddle, who's also fast as shit. So you might. On paper, this could be a top 5 offense if Tua is what they think he is.
Yeah, no, I think that's
a big if.
Right there.
That's a big
now.
if.
One thing, a lot of people, and there's been some speculation as to one of the reasons why he decided to go for the trade, or why the Chiefs decided to go for the trade, was that they couldn't get him to accept an extension. They didn't offer enough money, but I think there's a little motivation here because as you know, the Chiefs got Juju Schuster-Smith. They got Patrick Mahomes. They got Jackson Mahomes. And when Jackson Mahomes and Juju Smith get together, TikTok's that's gonna be one hell of a combination on TikTok. So I know, hearing what I heard, this was the response when Cheetah found out that Juju was in town after seeing him and Jackson in the locker room.
Oh wow.
Gone. He said, hell no.
Really? I ain't bad at him, man.
I'm out of here. No, I mean, this is gonna be it's a big blow for Kansas City, only in that they lose that automatic deep threat. But I think that they win in this. They just get too much for him, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
They get a lot for him. I mean, for a wide receiver, I mean, you can find I feel like wide receivers, you can find a good one like that in the draft even. It's just a matter of, it's a matter of being able to spot talent, being able to scout talent. And I think that, when you give up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks on one guy.
Yep.
And he's not a quarterback.
McCole Hardman's close to his speed. And there's a couple cats in the draft this year that ran, 4.2 something. So you can approximate his talent. I mean, will they be as dynamic as Tyreek? Probably not. At least not, this year. Maybe they get there one day. But you can approximate his talent, with other people. Scheme them open. I mean, some of the stuff that they were doing was a result of scheming, running all these rubs and, getting guys open and letting athletes make plays in space. Like, I can still scheme that up if I got guys that run 4.2.
Yeah.
And I got 5 other players that fill 5 holes that I had from last year. So I think like you said, that both teams get better.
Yeah, both teams get better from this. I'm surprised. Not surprised, but I am surprised that Jacksonville didn't try to make a run at this. Because you're still looking for a number 1 receiver in Duval. Ooh. And I don't know how much money they still got left to spend. But if there's anybody that you're going to give look, the Dolphins gave him $120 million. If we don't got Christian Kirk, maybe we can offer him that. Damn it. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Get it again, Jaguars. We tagged it up.
But I'm not even sure how many people knew this was on the table.
Yeah,
this kind of came out of nowhere.
Out of left field.
Everything else this offseason's been like, this is probably going to shake out this way. This wasn't on anybody's radar, not even like the NFL insider types.
Yeah, nobody really saw this coming. It did come out of left field, and I wonder if there was any kind of I don't know. I don't think there's any reason to believe there was some tension with them with Tyreek Hill and the Chiefs, but you never know. But I guess at the end of the day, with this kind of free agency period that we're having in the NFL, it's crazy. This might be the wildest free agency period that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I think it is. I think it is.
He getting quarterback money. I can't be mad at the guy.
Yeah, he's getting quarterback money and wideout. Wideout. It's not as. It doesn't get paid like it used to. I don't think. I don't think that they get paid in a matter of length and time and just upfront guaranteed money. Yeah. It was a quarterback position has been what it's been all about in the NFL.
It's all quarterback, defensive end, left tackle.
And quarterback, defensive end, left tackle.
Even that skews to quarterback. So
yeah.
Good. As Fat Joe would say, yesterday's price is not today's price. That shit going up across the board.
It's going up every minute.
So if you're a receiver today, I'm licking my chops. Calling my agent.
You know what I mean?
Hey, what
it's crazy
now, right?
And now, but even with losing him, the AFC is just it's going to be a bloodbath this year.
Oh my gosh.
The AFC is so stacked. This kind of reminds me of how and it's not so much this way anymore, but in the NBA, the Western Conference for like a 8-year span, 10-year span, the Western Conference and the NBA was so stupid in the level of competition between teams that the 8th seed would have been the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Like, it was just so stacked with just high-powered teams. And the AFC and the NFL this year, man, it's looking on paper like it's just gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be blood sport every week. If you don't win, you might be dead. Your team might be dead in the water. You can't lose more than 5 games.
Yeah, they probably
the AFC if you want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, out of like the top half of the quarterbacks in the league, they probably have 10 to 12 of the top 16.
Yeah, like 80% of the best quarterbacks in the NFL are all in the AFC.
Fucking nuts right now over there. It's good. I mean, someone's throwing for 6,000 yards.
It's gonna be. I mean, there's going to be so many touchdowns getting scored. It's going to be stupid.
These poor defensive backs. I'm sorry, guys.
So now this is what the Dolphins look like on offense. Again, it's going to come down to Tua. We know that. They picked up Teddy Bridgewater to back him up. Got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Devontae Parker. I mean, Trent Sherfield, Chase Edmonds. I think, Raheem Mostert. That's a. I mean, if he comes back from the injury that he had. Yeah, and is still productive like he was in San Fran.
It really stands out. Problem. Speed. Yeah,
they got
speed everywhere. All these guys
got speed. They got hella speed. That's gonna be a problem.
And then they addressed,
if they bring it together, it's gonna be a problem.
2 additions on the offensive line, so they probably have some shuffling there. This is gonna be like some video game type shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be some Madden shit. A lot of these trades be looking like some Madden trades. It's like we're just trying to force it. Like here's 2 firsts, 2 seconds, 2 fourths.
Yeah, the computer would
and a 6. The computer wouldn't accept it. It's like
not let me accept that.
It's a 99. What you mean?
It won't even let me get to the OK button. It's just not
real. It's like can't. Stop. We're not interested.
Like when the NBA nixed that Chris Paul deal back in the day.
Like, no. Y'all can't do that. No. No, we're not gonna let y'all do that. But it's crazy. This is a ridiculous free agency period. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. We know something's gonna happen before the weekend comes. There's gonna be something happening. Yeah. There'll be some more nonsense happening in the NFL. So we'll keep tuned in for that. But let's go ahead and jump into some O-line film because we didn't get a chance to do it on Monday, and I want to spend a little bit of extra time on it today because that's what we do here on Lineman Life. We look and break down lineman film as we should.
I think you're gonna like this should.
And I have a feeling this kid is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Now, if there's any breaking news that happens as far as free agency madness goes, while we're going through all this, then we'll bounce back. But let's get into this film because this is the center from Iowa, Tyler Linderbaum. Kid is we got film from Iowa versus Wisconsin, 2021. We're gonna go through this film. Justin's gonna be taking his notes. We'll be grading them plus or minus based on the 4 pillars or the 3 pillars of blocking: eyes up, hands inside, feet underneath, knee bend. Bend your knees. How many times you hear that shit when we was playing?
Every big guy's nemesis.
You know what I mean? Every time. That's what they got the sleds out there doing. Oh man, you guys don't even get it.
The fire out under the chute.
You know what I mean? Under the chute. Nobody has to break their backs in practice like the old linemen do. That's the crazy shit that I've always like. You sit there some days in practice and you look around and it's like it's the middle of training camp. It's like 150 fucking degrees in Jacksonville. I'm on a knee, drenched in sweat.
D-lineman
looking
over
around,
here just doing this.
And I'm looking at cats just smacking hands and jogging and pitching the ball back and forth. And then I look over at what we're doing while I'm trying to catch my breath. You got cats firing out, blocking cats under a chute that's only like 4'5" tall.
Oh,
4'5" tall, and we're just firing out, and you just hearing just pain.
Well, that's
and then,
if you don't bang the chute.
If you touch the chute, you already know what's happening. All right, run it back, boys. All right, run it back. Come on, do it again. Do it again. We used to do that, man, and it'd be like first group would be the starters, and we'd have like the hangovers. You know how they come over, they hold the dummies in front of the chute, or they stand in front of the chute in full pads, and you look at those damn, like the guys who they just signed as undrafted guys, and you look at them dead in the eye and say, bitch, if you resist me for even a moment, I will fucking break you in half. This is a drill where you just get run backwards.
Yes.
Do not resist, because if I hit this damn chute and we got to do this again,
you might want to backpedal.
For real, you better backpedal your ass, because once we get into the half line and we're blocking against y'all, we're gonna double team your ass into the submission.
Yeah, you better sell this shit like you Ric Flair.
For real. All right, so let's get into it. Tyler Linderbaum, University of Iowa Hawkeyes, Big Ten. He's our center. Oh, O-line factory. You know it, my friend. He's our center here, so we'll keep an eye on him here. Okay. All right, well, quarterback got sacked. First play of the game.
Not the way you want to start the game.
Not exactly how you want to come out there looking. How about let's see what he looks like. Let's see what he looks like. Ooh. Okay, so he gets, he's got good, this is for a center. This is kind of how you want to, where you want to be. Now, right here, okay, that's good. That's actually good. Yeah. He keeps that inside presence. He's got it. He gets extension on him. I might want to see him be a little bit more forceful to get him out of the hole, to get him out of the quarterback's line of sight. Because right here now we're disengaged, and he tries to settle down on it. I see it. But his legs are crossed. His legs are going to have to cross to try and save himself here. That's what you see him do right there. So I wouldn't necessarily say that the sack is on him, because he actually didn't hurt the pocket.
Yeah. I'll just say he's lucky the quarterback didn't try to throw it earlier and potentially hit his hand or something. But yeah. He's got to be an athlete too, so he'll see this. Yeah. And
so I think this might be more a coverage sack than a sack because of him, because he's got good, he's got him handled to a pretty good extent. It's not perfect, but I wouldn't give him a minus or a sack on that.
Yeah, and once that quarterback steps up, that ball's got to start coming out.
Yeah, once he steps up, he's either got to let it go or he's got to run.
That defender's not going to just disappear because he passes him.
Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, this looks good. Ooh. Let's see what it looks like. So it looks like they're running inside zone here. Let's take a look. Now, this guy is the 5th rated overall offensive lineman. Okay, looked like he tried to get that second step down. So he's taking up half his body. He's taking up half his body here, which is right.
Yeah. If I'm nitpicking, I'd say keep that left hand free.
Yeah. This left hand here is engaged. You kind of want to get it free. I can understand. There's a natural urge. Yeah. There's a natural urge to do that, but if your second step,
let's see if he gets it out.
Ground, yeah. Let's see if he gets it out of there. No, he can't. No, he got it out. He got it out late.
Okay.
Got it out late. Got up on. That's good. That's what you want. Because look, that's a lane. Now this fucker is a tight end. We know they're gonna fuck it up.
every time.
We know they're gonna screw it up. They don't know how to block.
They can't help
But
themselves.
this is actually this is very good.
Now, if you take out like you say, if you take out that one block, you're hitting your head on the goalpost there.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't a tight. This is just a tackle. How did he not get this block? What's he doing?
What happened?
It's not a tight end. Okay. So he gets. So they get good movement. Like the guard here this is right. This is what you want.
Yeah.
The guard is filling in that space. Look, the center has a little space here between him and the defensive nose. The defensive nose's shoulder is turned a little bit, which is what you want. This guard is supposed to go through that hip and bring the backside arm through and push up field to get him cut out of his gap. This center will keep him cut out of his gap with his inside arm pressing up against the nose with the outside arm free to detach on this guy when he comes downhill, or once y'all get him into the lap of the linebacker. They do a good job here. He's turned. That's a good damn. This is a good damn block. We would call this an A block because it's the backside A gap.
Yep.
And the way that he gets disengaged and then gets back onto the linebacker, that's exactly what you want. That's a plus straight up.
Yeah. This is why you see Iowa linemen every year of the draft.
Oh yeah. They did that just like we're taught in the league.
And not only do they get drafted, they stick around.
They stick around. Yeah, they do. Marshall Yonda. Now here, okay, this is good too. Oh man. This might be one of this guy might be in the top 3. We'll see. But the early lookings looks like a disciplined player.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do they got here? Snaps. Got movement. That is great awareness.
Yes. Yes.
That is great awareness. Because 77 right here, he's got his hands low. He's got his base wide. And he's squared up on a defender that he should be taking the inside half of with his outside half of his body. So he's not in a great position. Now look at this space. He's overset him. If you set head up against the shade, if you set to head up on him, you've overset him.
Yep.
So once he sets, he's overset him. He's got space in here to work, which normally you would prefer this to stay one-on-one, but it is the center's responsibility to, help where he can in this kind of protection because he has nobody to block, so he should be coming back to help. And he has, a threat coming over from the B gap, so he has to come back and help, and he does just that. Now, that's hands to the face, maybe, but he's got his hands underneath. He's pressing. Now, he's not getting any help from the guard because the guard got beat, turned his hips, he's pressing against his own man.
Guard's working against him.
He's working against his own center. So this is actually a really good job of feeling it because part of your peripheral sees that, but you also got to feel it because if you're looking at this cat here, this D tackle, I mean, he's just working up the middle.
You can tell he
has to be able to. Go ahead.
You can tell 92. I think 92. That right defensive tackle, he's not really rushing. I mean, so you can tell something's going on over there, and he senses it very well and gets back, and finds work. So this is very good. This is very good. He feels that. He picks it up, and that's good protection. That's good protection. Yeah, that's winning football right there, man.
In a few short plays, I can already tell you that this center, which again, it's take it with a grain. I mean, I wouldn't say take it with a grain of salt because they're different positions, but the fundamentals of pass blocking, run blocking are the same across the board.
Yep.
And while you may use slightly different ways of getting to those kind of using those techniques, using the principles, you still have to use them. And in a few short plays, he looks NFL ready, at least for to be coming in as a rookie. He looks ready to to not need you're not he doesn't look like a guy you're going to need to do a ton of molding to in regards to just what the basic techniques that he uses.
Yeah, this is not a project player. This guy, I don't know what his measurables are, but probably going to be ready to play immediately.
I mean, even
good awareness right there.
Even that he absorbed it.
He ate it,
but he didn't get he didn't really get knocked down. He took a shot, but I mean, he had to adjust quick to this because this is a hard block to adjust.
This is as hard as it gets
on the inside. On the inside for the inside three, when you're like engaged on like this would be this isn't a double team. But it is like it's a chip block for outside zone. It's like a scoop block because what ideally you want to happen here is these two offensive linemen cut this guy out.
Yep.
And these two offensive linemen cut this 57 out because he's actually playing the play over the top. So you would have these two guys working up to the backer who you would want to flow over to this spot right here. This guy runs a dog blitz, which is a run blitz. That's a blitz designed to fuck up offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Because he's already engaged. They're actually working well together. He's got a hand on the hip, and this guy fires inside. You have to make a drastic movement to get back and block that. And that's what the defense is counting on. You can't do in time. And he sat on it.
Wow, look at that position right there.
Look at the position. Look at his knee bend. Eyes up, hands inside. And even with that, his guy here is still, it looks right now like he has control. If the running back is, an NFL running back here would be going right here at 9.
Yeah.
Because that's the matchup.
He's unaccounted for.
He's the one that if he misses, this shit is gone.
Yep.
So a good running back in the league would get this ball and he would come a little bit flat here and then boom, hit right into that gap and either make a move here and get up field or get outside. I mean, and then, I guess that's the tackle right there. What the fuck is this tackle doing? I'm like, I keep thinking it's a tight end. He looks so bad.
Oh, you never want to be in that position.
This is great.
Yeah.
And now and I'd like to see a little bit better
run his feet.
Run your feet on him, take him further than he wants to go. But that's great. That's good awareness. You there's a lot of cats that don't do that. There's some cats in the NFL who can't do that.
Yeah, that's impressive stuff right there. I like they got a great offensive line coaching up there.
Yeah, Iowa is known for that. The Big Ten, Big Ten, we produce. You know what I mean? Okay, this is good. He just worked this dude. This dude looks like he's about 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, 95 is a big boy.
Yeah, he's big. That's a nose right there. Big nose.
And he's kind of favoring his snap hand too, so he should have an advantage.
Oh,
nope.
This is what you call.
God,
this is what you call. This is the maple syrup. Let's see if he gets it. He's almost. Almost. Man. But look, this is a knockdown. Anyway, it's not a pancake, but it's a knockdown. Look at this. He got his hands, and look, I've played center as well as guard, and you hate when a cat lines up on your snap hand.
Yeah, this is hard as it gets.
Because it's like a pendulum, right? So when you snap that ball, your other arm has to come up and and be the first to initiate. So when you snap it, if you're snapping with your right hand, you're actually making contact first with your left hand and then bring in your right hand, and you better not fuck that snap up. They don't give a damn.
Right.
Get the snap! Get the snap!
This guy's 400 pounds on my snap hand.
And he's offsides! He's offsides! Damn it! But this is like a tough thing to do. Centers don't like this, but he gets his hands inside. He actually, and look, his feet are good because as a center, he has to be able to sit, and he's sitting right now. Mm-hmm. He's sitting right now. But then what he does, as soon as these hips turn on this guy, He presses.
He turns,
and that's what you want. He's pressing them, feet down. It doesn't matter that he's turned here because this guy's already declared. He's already pretty much declared which way he's going, and he's not giving him room to come back to the inside. There's nothing here to go back inside to. He's got him locked up from the inside out. Inside arm got them locked. Presses.
That's beautiful.
I mean, look at this dude's knees fucking buckling. This is what I love to see. This is O-line work right here. Knees buckling. Knees buckling. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, this cat's explosive. You can tell, like, the hip flip and drive is instant when he gets the hands inside.
Come on. Look at this dude. This is what, for O-linemen, this is like sacking a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because these cats, they get you see them on Sports Center. You see all that, hear all that pizzazz about sacks and hits on quarterbacks. But they never pay attention to this. And this is ball right here.
Yeah, this guy.
Hands inside, drove him, bodied him. Like, bodied him. Hey, you better run to the ball. You got to run to the ball after he does that to you. You have to run. You got to get up. Look, he said, shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Where am I at? Which one of y'all kicking?
This cat's got all pluses so far. All pluses.
Yeah, this is great tape right here.
Okay, jelly back. That's good. That's good. He didn't have to do much there, but he did what that's what you want. Because I look at this and I say this is like base protection for us, like just a base. Okay, you got I would call these 4 down, 19, 92. These 4 would be my 4 down. It'd just be base. He blocks down here, blocks down here with the center. The center is not going to fully engage here because if anything happens, he wants to be able to absorb it on the inside. So he might get back a little bit. We call that jelly and back. And everything kind of funnels to him. And nobody can do anything.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just
easy plus.
Wall. Yep. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. All right, let's see. Got motion.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, right off them.
This ain't Canada. You can't do that.
What happened? I didn't see it.
The fullback got a head start.
Oh shoot! Okay,
they call it, but let's take a look anyway because let's
take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. The fullback wasn't supposed to go for. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, you can't do. Yeah, he can't do that. I was wondering. I'm like, wait, where do they go to power eye?
This isn't Canada. You can't get a vertical move.
But they ran the play, so shoot. Yeah. Let's take a look. And this looked good. From what so they're blocking up to so 57.
They must be going to 5.
Yeah, the 57's for the fullback. So 5 is your callbacker. They're doubling to 5. These are man blocks on the outside here. This is going to be backside here. This is actually the most important block on the play. But you got to get this because he's got to get his backside arm in. He can't give him this gap because that's going to cause problems immediately. These two are working up. Today. Yeah, this
left tackle's struggling.
He must be a freshman because he's struggling. But
watch him be a top 10 pick next
year. He's got to reach. He's reaching 99. And that's a reach for a center is hard because you're snapping the ball. It's hard to reach. And he gets helmet front side, taking up half the man. His guard's got to come in here and essentially he's going to need to blow this cat's hip out and then get up to this backer unless he gets a good reach and he's able to, basically control that and that will give, and that's what he does because this guy doesn't move. 99's not moving.
Yeah, he should be.
He's getting
flowing with the play
immediately. He should be trying to get over the top of this. So now it makes this block easy for the guard, and he kind of put his head in the wrong spot. He needs to be coming under this guy's sternum right now, and then rising up through his face mask. But they get him, and they still get 5 picked up on the backside. So this is good.
5
now,
does
had
him a
this
favor.
fullback been, yeah, 5 is getting tossed.
He's running the darkness.
Yeah, I know. Now, if this fullback hadn't screwed this up with his ill-begotten motion, that's a big play right there.
Yep.
That's a good run. That's an efficient run off of their block, really.
Mm-hmm.
Off of their little cop block.
See what they do.
See what they got here. And, generally Wisconsin has usually got a good defensive line too. Like Wisconsin puts out, J.J. Watt. Boom. All right, let's see what they got. This doesn't look like much. He's just helping out. Yeah, easy plus for the center.
Nothing to see.
Easy plus for the center.
This has nothing to do with him, but their splits are pretty tight.
Yeah,
and obviously he has nothing to do with splits because he is.
Yeah,
he has to go where the ball goes.
Okay, reach block here.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, now there might be an issue here. Might be. We don't know yet.
Yeah, somebody.
Let's see what it is. Okay, so they got there. Okay, so he calls 57, it looks like, which means he's going to, if this is going to be a zone, and he's calling 57, which I think that might be the wrong call, because I would say this is your 4-down lineman right here. If this is zone, then this would be your strength is to what? Where's their strength?
Strength is to the
right.
Left. Offense
to
is
their
left.
Offense is left, so on the right side of the screen. So this would be your Mike linebacker right here. This would be your Will. This would be your Sam. So I would call 5.
Yeah.
If he calls him, all right, let's see what they do.
Let's see how they do this. Because they do have a fullback.
Yeah, you could, but you would, well.
But you're singling up on the front side, then I don't like that with the tight end ever.
Yeah, I don't like the tight end having to block the Sam backer. I don't like that either. I would be like, that's fullbacks, that's ours, and that's backsides. Now they reached 95 here. Yeah, I think he screwed this one up. No, actually, hold on. I think it might be
the tackle.
Might be
the guard. Sorry,
here.
The guard. Sorry.
So the guard is chasing this. He shouldn't be chasing this. He should be going up to the backer. Once it starts moving away from you, you go to the backer. He's got here. See, he called this guy, but this is really the call backer because that's the natural path you're going to work up to at the guard position. Once I see this guy chasing down the line, the fullback is going to the fullback a lot of times will have this guy because he'll cut back in here.
Right.
And the running back has a chance to either, bleed it and cut back or he just stay front side.
And truthfully,
this guy should already be turned.
The fullback can make you right also. The way we used to run this, sometimes we would be working back to 57, but if we saw 5 first, take him off, first color that crosses your face. And then the fullback has time and space to pick up your guy. So basically you flip-flop with him.
You switch assignments. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, that definitely does happen.
So I'm not sure
in this situation,
he might just not be picking it up fast enough.
I think he's just not reacting fast enough. He should just be taking color. He should just be taking color. Or if you're going to do anything, because right now he's in no man's land, what he should do, if you're going to commit on this like that, then take his hip out and run through his hip. Maybe your fullback comes in and takes 5. Right. Or you take his hip out and you just tap him on the hip and then get upfield to 5. But he's in no man's land.
He tries to do both.
He's in no man's land. He tried to block everybody. He didn't block nobody. Because the fullback does come back to him.
Yeah. Let's see what our guy is.
So we're not grading him.
Hard to evaluate this.
Our guy here, I think that he's good here. I would only say you got to push because they're doing outside zone here. I would say only thing I would say to him is you gotta at the snap of the ball. I don't think there's anything he can do there. I think he was right to reach him and just stay reaching him, but he wasn't going to get upfield.
Man, he's reaching a 2-eye by himself.
Yeah, he reached. That's a win.
Some good shit right there, man.
That's a win right there. Yes, sir. All right, let's take a look here. Running screens. Okay, let's see it. Whoop! He did the old. I'm gonna run my ass off, but if he's not directly lined up, I'm not touching him. Now, running the screen here, he needs to go cut this cat down. That's the only thing I would. That's what we would have our center do if he's the first man out here, because he is the first man out. Well, okay, that's not good. Yeah, he would be. How are they running the screen?
Yeah, this is a little strange because he's like blocking the alley, but they don't block the point, which I think that guard should be kicking out. I can't tell this cat's number. The guy that's on the
well,
hash.
this is not like this guard don't even like have a chance. He should. Yeah. I think he's slow. Like, no, he's not even.
He
really
shouldn't
slow.
even. Why are you faking the block? Just go.
Yeah, you don't either just go or if nobody's lined up over you, just go. But this guy would have the numbers, right? And then the center would have the alley.
Yeah.
Your guard would be the peel back, or he would get up into the mid third.
Yeah, there you go. Someone kicks, someone seals, and then we called it a rat killer.
Yeah, rat kill. Yep. Rat kill. Hey, boy, the rat kill. Okay, so for those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about when we say the rat killer. Okay, so in a screen, normally this guy would pass set, try and run this guy up the field. This guy would, if you have a nose, since he has a nose here, what I would do in the game is I would take one jab step in, like I'm going to go block him, and then get flat down the line and go kick out the first defender at the hash. Mm-hmm. The center would be taking up the alleyway, which will be kind of in the middle of the field here, since the hashes are so wide in college. So it'd be in the middle of the field here. Now the rat killer, this is what the rat killer does. The rat killer will fake like he's going to block here and toss his guy to the inside. And then he'll float like a silent assassin behind the defensive line. Now this guy's going to start running, trying to chase it this way, and the rat killer will just float, silent, deadly, and bomb, destroy this motherfucker as soon as he turns his head upfield, not knowing there's somebody creeping on his ear hole over here. And you get a chance to just take a man's soul and send him to the shadow realm when you get that rat kill job. The rat killer don't even care what the screen. He don't care if the ball got caught. I don't care. Yes. I don't even know if we gained a yard. I do not know. I just know that I'm creeping, and the first D lineman who thinks that they're hustling hard and they coach is going to love seeing what they see on film because he's about to go make a play. He's going to turn his face up the field, and it's going to be a shoulder pad coming right under his chin strap. Man, and they ain't finding you because we could do it back then.
Right. I was going to say, now that I don't know if they can even do that anymore.
Now, I did that. You know what? I did that. That was what? In 2011, I did that against the Philadelphia Eagles on a screen pass, and it was so beautiful. And I didn't even hit this dude in his head. I hit him in his chest with my forearm. He didn't have his chin strap buckled.
Helmet popped off?
And they hit me. Yeah, and his helmet popped off, and they gave me a 15-yard penalty.
Oh, no.
And I got fined. And they showed the replay, and you could see his chin strap just dangling while he was running after the quarterback, just dangling. And then he turned his head upfield once the ball was gone, and wham! On his ass. But I went straight through his chest. I turned my shoulder, hit him in the chest, didn't touch his helmet, and his helmet came flying off.
That's a thing of beauty.
And I got fined $10,000 for that.
A thing of beauty.
But it felt wonderful.
Oh,
and Jack,
I know
Jack
it did.
And Jack was like, no, you're good. Don't worry.
You're good. Hey, you can't do that.
Nice blow. All right, let's keep going here. But that is the rat kill. So, they didn't really do that. See, he's chasing the guy. He was chasing him, but he didn't do it right. Yeah, they don't know how to run screens. I mean, that's a college thing. Colleges, they don't really know how to run screens. All right, let's see this play here. Okay. Oh, hey, locked him up. Locked up. Look, he can only cheer on his teammates who made the play because he didn't do shit.
These tackles, I tell you,
their tackles are garbage. Now this is good. This is good here. This is what you want from a center.
Oh wow!
Look at his feet here. Now he swept his left foot just a little bit, but he's keeping everything in the right spot, and he's keeping his arm in. Like that's damn good. Got him locked out with that left arm.
That's that third step. I thought he was dead.
Yeah,
he should have been. His recovery is crazy.
Yeah, he's got great recovery. Like, because the guy's trying to shed him. He tried to rip him. He tried to throw him. Rip, throw, locked. Look at him. Who is he celebrating? What is he celebrating? There's nothing for you to celebrate. He still has his hands on your chest like you his plaything.
Right.
What are you celebrating? Your guys got a sack. You got dominated. That's the difference in this play here. He's like didn't get within fucking 8 feet of the quarterback.
Yeah, y'all are not the same. This play could have gone on for 10. This play could have gone on for 10 seconds.
Look, this is dominating right here. This is actually dominating what he's doing. Like, and that's what makes, and that's where linemen get the shine, because look at this defensive lineman. He's celebrating like he made the play, but he still has a hold of your jersey. Like a cat might try to punch you in the league for doing that.
Right.
Like for holding on to him like that.
Yeah. Aaron Donald don't play that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you snatch up a dude by his shirt and have him all hemmed up. They might try and hit you if you don't let go. Okay. This guy, he has a good job of sticking on that block. Now he's, it's not perfect, but looks pretty damn good. He's got the fundamentals. His technique fundamentally is very sound. Good reach. Okay. See, now this is okay. So this is a good teaching moment for guards in the room. Okay. So here's second step is about to hit the ground. His inside arm, which would be kind of coming across his body. You can't see it, but I can see his hand here.
Mm-hmm.
This inside arm should be digging into this guy's, like digging into this little crease where his arm and his pad is. With drive on the hip to get him out of the gap. Because your center's actually turned his shoulder, he's reached him, he's on the angle. Look at the numbers on the back of the jerseys of everybody on the line and the running back. They're pretty much pointing in the same direction, except for this guy. Mm-hmm. He's turned himself and hooked his backside arm around the back of this defender, which does nothing.
Hold on a second.
Give this guy the gap. Yeah.
Let this run out. I think this winds back. I think this might be by design.
There's no way.
Oh,
that was not by design.
Okay, that part not. But I think this play is going. This is going to the backside A or B gap here. I think he needs to obviously not let the guy cross his face, but just keep on pushing him horizontally without letting him get up the field. But that's neither here nor there because we're talking about the center. Sorry. Yeah. I'm off my tangent.
Now, but talking about the play it's part of it, right? So I think it's a cutback, it's a wind back run. If all of this, stays the same, just if they're just working these guys down the line, then he can wind it back. If this guy, penetrates, obviously it's gonna break up the play, but the center is still work. I think the center is still working up to here. And we back to here are working up to here, and he's taking him, and then he's got one-on-one with the safety.
Yep, no, you're exactly right. We used to cheat this, and the backside guard would throw that guy to the center and work up like a reverse single for us because it was front side A gap.
So y'all would do like it would be like
so like 63 should push him in front of 65, and
so it'd be like a gallop block into that.
Yeah.
Where you gallop and then you load up into his hip, knock him across, and then come back.
Yep. But I mean, these guys only have 40 hours a week to do football stuff. So they just got to get it how they live.
So
we're at football 201.
Yeah, obviously these guys, they're college kids. They don't get the same time we get to do this. But this backside guard here, the problem is what I said. If you don't get your backside arm in on the backside guard as a backside guard on run plays, when you're taking on a shade or a one eye or a head up, in the run game, that backside arm is important on the backside. So if you don't get that, it's anytime at the moment the center decides to move on, there's nothing but space here for this defender to fall into. And they know that. That's why they do that. That's why they lean into you.
Yep.
And that messes the play up. But the center did a good job there. He reached his guy and tried to get up to the second level. Yeah. All right, let's do about 10 more minutes, and then we'll call it a session.
Yeah. We're trying to teach you guys a little something too.
Yeah, we're teaching you all about how this O-line stuff works, baby.
Ooh.
Because now you can see where things come together. You can see how, there are times when you'll think a lineman is not block or missed a block when it was not his guy to block to begin with. Then there's times where, guys make blocks or miss blocks of guys that they are supposed to block. Like this. Who is
no
56?
Right,
come on. First off, as the right tackle, you should not be wearing 56.
First things first.
But let's look at his kick, because actually there's some good stuff here. His kick is fine. Now he's turned a little bit too much at this point. He should be about 15 degrees rotated. That leg should be rotated about 15 degrees up this way. And his shoulder should be a little bit more square to the line of scrimmage, because when he wants to make that move, if he's making it where he's more aligned over the inside half of this guy rather than just the inside inside shoulder there, if he's more over the top of him with the inside out leverage, then that would have did more. That would have given him more when he shot that outside arm. But now he shoots it when he's too far away and he doesn't have the angle, and look what happens to his feet. He's crossed his feet. Yeah. He's leaning now because he missed, and you're dead in the water. You should be screaming, throw it right now. Throw it! Quarterback's just sitting there. I got it. I got time. Yeah. Running back, check that. Oh, what the? And turnover.
Oh, shit.
So, it's just a matter of positioning. This is too flat of a kick. Like, you don't want to kick that flat. He should be kicking on this angle here. Mm-hmm. That way, this guy is coming to him, and he's still squared towards him with leverage on the inside, and he's just not. His hips aren't open. Right. Once you get to this point here, like you don't have anything.
There's no bailout.
There's no way to you're done. That dude, I don't know what's up with that.
Now you're making that guy look like a freaking all-star.
Yeah, he is. All right. Backed up situation. This is
nothing to see from our guy on that play.
Nothing to see from our guy. Center, sometimes look, man, center sometimes it's the easiest position on the line, but more often than not, it's the most anxiety-inducing position because you got to make the calls. And then sometimes look, when you got guys lined up on you, you got to snap the ball. If you move your hip just a little bit too early or too late, you're unknowingly going to smack the ball out of the hand of the quarterback as you're snapping it, which is, it's not fun when that happens. Looks like he got. Looks like
he's human.
Yeah,
human after all.
Looks like he got beat on this one. That linebacker was ready for him coming off the so this is the situation here. Okay, I don't so he shouldn't be pointing to this guy if he is. He should be pointing to this guy because he's the threat. He's in the line. Quarterback's under center, which means any threat in these gaps has to be picked up by the offensive line. So if I'm the center here, I don't care about any of these guys.
Right.
I'm calling him, which means, hey, bring your ass guard and make sure you get in here and seal him because I'm going towards him. And you, as the guard here, you shouldn't be in a hurry to go here. You should actually be you should be firing. Your first step should be up the field because you're backed up the field here with presence. And you can almost play this you can almost slow play this because as a guard, you're not necessarily too important to this side of the play because he has to get on his guy. You can provide help on the inside, but this guy's a threat. So you want to come off with presence for him with your center who's actually going to try and like cover that up if he fires into the A gap. So here, let's see how they play this out. Okay, see, now now it's confirmed.
Yeah.
You got to take him.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take him. And you better sit in here and don't move to create space in here. Sit in here, help me on him to him. We don't give a fuck about him. We don't care about none of these on the edge because this is where the play's going. I mean, look, everything tells you this is an A gap. This play is going through one of these gaps. As a running back, I'm hoping that this dude just keeps him covered up without letting him get into the backfield because I would assume that they are going to blow him off the ball. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to be able to get up into the A gap. Okay, your fullback comes in. And, who fucked it up? Who was it? 77? Was that you asshole? Yep. 77 caused the fumble. The most important blocker on the play, as I said.
Jeez, that running back gets in a weird position. Sorry, I'm sidetracked because he looks like he's tearing his whole knee.
Commentary you like?
No, I was just looking at the back. Looks like he falls funny. I'm amazed he got up without injury. Oh,
the running back, the way that the defensive tackle literally collapsed on top of his spine.
Yes, that makes my whole body hurt. But yeah, 77.
This is like the cardinal sin of blocking.
Much better job here. Needs to do
what he does here is, I mean, you will get cut because of this type of shit. First off, scoot up a little bit. We're backed up. Get up on the line of scrimmage.
Tighten your split.
So that he doesn't have area to build momentum. Scoot up. He's actually good. Look how much closer he is to the line than this guy is. That's the difference here. Now, you could say, okay, get a little bit back because I want to get him out of there. Okay, as a coach, I would be like, okay, fine. Still, scoot up a little bit.
If you're
scoot up a little bit.
If you're going to do that, you better get him out there.
Yeah, because even if you are trying to give yourself space to dig him out, you're going to trip the quarterback.
Yep.
Because as soon as you try to make that first step to go this way, you're going to overdo it because you're trying hard and you're going to kick his legs. Scoot up and just take your steps and be under control. First step, 6 inches, set that angle. Second step, through his fucking neck and run him on the hip with your backside arm under. Your backside arm should be pushing up his chest plate from the bottom into his neck when you're running him and he's got his hand on his back. So what happens when you have your hand on the guy's back? You just guide him into the hole to destroy your running back. That's what happens.
I thought we were friends.
I thought we had a deal. Yeah, right.
Oh, they're bringing the wood to Iowa.
Hey, I mean, Iowa's their guard and their left guard and their center are their best offensive linemen, it looks like, because the rest of them are getting their ass tossed around.
Yeah, them two got a good thing going.
Okay. Looks like a good zone from them. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, I think center's calling him. That would be the right call here. I wouldn't be mad at that because this guy's in the box. I would count him as a linebacker, him as a linebacker, him as a linebacker.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wouldn't really care much about him. I would call these our 4 down. Because this guy, I mean, it looks to me, because he's going front side. He's calling him a threat.
They need to handle him with something, motion or.
Yep.
Okay. 84 is going to handle him.
Yeah. So they're bringing him back to handle him. So let's see here. Let me go back just a little bit. Miss a start. Okay, he's a little bit high here. 65 is a little high. He's on a good angle. He's on the right angle. I actually like how fast he got that first step down, which, I mean, that's what you want. Now, here, I need him to start pushing upfield.
Yeah.
This inside leg, you need to start pushing upfield. Now, the guard here, you need to understand what your job needs to be. You don't need to be touching him. You need to be pushing in through that, pushing that hip so that he can push upfield. Right. Because this guy's job on the defensive line is to try and he's trying to stack this up. So he's going to turn his hips and try to sit in there. Well, if you knock his hip out, he ain't going to have no choice but to recoil and spin out back, which if he does that, you've got nothing but space here. If he tries to go forward, then you're going to shove him through. And I mean, you're going to blow some people's ankles out, but shit, you're going to create some space. You know what I mean? Sacrifices must be made. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
Sacrifices must be made. But this, I need more from this is anti-productive or counterproductive for the guard because you're pushing against your center. He's trying to push upfield. Look, he's planting to try and get upfield. You got to be in this guy's hip so that you allow him to run upfield. Right. Because if this guy comes into the gap, he's still gonna have to come off.
Yep.
But here on backside tackle, I mean that's just bare minimum here. I mean, you almost fucked this up because you let him get back into the gap. Like, how do you can't do that. He actually gets his backside arm in.
And then gives it up.
Really, but
No, I was just agreeing with you. Like, he got into the good position and then slowed up just enough for the guy across his face.
Because you thought you went too fast. No, you were too slow still. You let him back in front of you. So 65 is, he's consistent. The guy is consistent. I like it. I think he is I honestly,
he's the most polished.
Overall, he's the most polished offensive lineman on the list so far. I mean, he's polished.
No, he's
polished.
He won't get drafted like these other guys because of the premium they put on tackles.
Mm-hmm.
But he's as good at his position as any of the cats we've seen so far.
Yes, absolutely.
And I would say better.
I would say better too. He's better than them on a lot of different levels. Fundamentally, he is sound. He's got good. He's physically good. He's got the best awareness. They're not even touching him as far as awareness goes. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he reacts. His reactions, his reflexes. Everything looks good. Everything looks right. Now here, I think I still think he's good. He's doing enough. He's not giving up, a ton of push. And he's got his hands inside. And I mean, this is a center working on the nose who's trying to get the jump on him every time. Right. Snapping the ball and all.
Right. And probably has
this left guard. Come on, man. Stop fucking pushing. Hey, bro, I tell you what. I used
Stop
to say
fucking touching me.
Hey. I used to say it to these cats in the game whenever there would be like a new cat playing this week or with us and we're working plays. In the game, no, in practice and in the game. One time in practice, dude, you feel the hand touch your back and you just get immediately mad as hell. And I just stopped mid-play and I turned. I said, "Don't fucking touch me! Don't touch me! Do not touch me! I'm blocking them. You touch me, you're gonna screw me up. Because if you touch me, you're gonna knock me off balance.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna knock me off balance.
It don't take much.
And we got in the game and it was Cam Bradfield. We got in the game. Cam, we're getting first play. We got the run play straight up. And Cam all week, he'd been damn near like hugging my waist on the double team. And I looked at him getting in my sense. I said, "Cam, don't fucking touch me." He's like, all right. His eyes were wide and buggy. He's like, all right, I got you. I said, "Don't touch me." Because we knew we was running the play. I said, "Don't touch me, bro. Just get your hands inside. Don't touch me." And man, because you get mad. I mean, it's one of those things where you just snap. You get beside yourself. "Don't touch me, man. What you touching me for?" and
out of body experience.
You know what I mean? And ain't no coach finna get mad at you neither, because they're gonna be like, "Hey, you gotta know where to put your hands. You gotta know how to get your hands inside. You gotta get your hips there. You go touching our guy. You pushed him right off his block, sack, fumble. Like that's what happens.
Right.
So, but this guy, you got to get in there. Like you just got to get, or just something, just get your hands off of him. All right, so let's do this last play here. We'll do 2 more plays, then we'll call it a night. Do appreciate you guys for being in here with us. Make sure you hit that like button, share this stream. We over here giving you expert analysis on O-line blocking techniques and what really defines a good offensive lineman here on Lineman Life Live. So let's take a look here. 65. This one looked like it got a little dicey. Let's see what they got. Maybe they got some games going or a blitz. He's taking a look. Now, okay, so you have 1 tight end, you have 1 running back. This guy's running a route. If he's staying in, let's see what happens. Okay, so they both stay in. Oh, shit. There it is. Ooh, 77.
Got him. Got him.
There it is. That's the one. And it's over when he come out of nowhere and just whoop. There it is. Now, let's look at this from an offensive lineman standpoint. Let's think this through before the ball gets snapped. I'm looking at this. Now, the first thing, and Justin knows this just as well as I do, first thing that you got to do as a center is we have to know where our 4 down are. Because he doesn't need to be a D lineman, but if they're lined up in those areas, they count. So I would say defensive lineman, defensive lineman, defensive lineman, defensive lineman. This is an overlook. 3 technique to the strength.
Yep.
You got a nickel package in here, safety, linebacker. I don't care what he does. Well, it depends on the protection. If this is slide protection, let's call this 2 jet.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, 2 jet, right? So no, 3 jet. Running back to the left. He blocked to the left. 3 jet. So I would say this is our callbacker.
Yeah.
This is our callbacker right here. These are our 4 down linemen right here. We don't give a shit what he does. Running back got him. Tight end is in the block here. I don't know that this would have been a good idea if I'm a coordinator. I'd have been like, no. You go run a fucking route because you're not blocking him.
You're just going to fuck it up.
You're just going to get in the fucking way. All right? You're just going to get in the way. You go run a route. So as offensive lineman, and let's go back just a little bit. Let's get full awareness here. Let me see. What down and distance is this? 3rd and 8.
3rd and long. Surprise.
3rd and long, baby. Surprise. All right. So 3rd and long. These are my 4 down linemen here. There is obviously the one thing you need to be ready for on a 3rd and long situation with any defense. On the defensive line, you're going to get games.
Games and blitzes.
Look at how wide this bastard is lined up out here. If he wants to rush from out there, fine, do it. Look at these guys right here lined up. He's lined up head up on our center. He's lined up tight 3 technique. Yeah, tight. Yeah, he's a 3, but he's little. If I'm in a game, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a game. But just because that looks tighter than normal than I would normally see it.
Right.
And this guy is standing up.
Yeah.
What could he be doing? He's not going to rush straight up. He doesn't have the skill set to rush straight up like that. He's standing there, and look where he's lined up. Inside of the tackle. That's an inside. That's what, a 5?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry.
A 4-eye for us.
4-eye, yeah. He's lined up inside. There should be alarms going off. And everybody on the line should be saying, hey, watch games. Tight end should be like, hey, this guy's wide. And then run your ass out of there and go run around. Don't try and block him.
He's probably like, what do I do?
So let's take a look at how this thing plays out. This is a good one to end the session on. Okay, so inside rush. He rushes head up here, but he's leaning to the inside. Your guy is already going. This guard should be yelling, go, 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 as he hammers this fucker. I mean, hammer him.
Yeah, you're getting a whole rib plate right here.
A whole rib shot right here to knock your center off of him to pick up him. And he should be yelling, go, 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 go to 77 and rib shotting this bastard. While this guy comes around and he's sitting here ready to put his hands through his sternum plate, maybe lift him off the ground and flat back him with authority, and then teabag him on your way up to the standing position afterwards. This is what should be happening here with optimal reactions from every player with aggressive demeanor with malicious intent.
64 and 65 react properly.
Yes.
77 is so slow.
Oh my God.
He pushes the defensive tackle into the center. That's why he gets, I mean, in this position here, like, God dang.
That's why he can't take over the block.
I got two cats working into me. And now not only am I working against my center, I've turned my body to the point where I can't. I'm dead in the water. We didn't teach this, but some of us in this position just kind of gave up the ghost and fell back.
You know, we had a technique that we used. It was literally
spin back.
This was literally the emergency only technique, and it's like you never do this ever.
Ass block him.
Unless you can't even ass block at this point, I don't think. Maybe.
I think it's too late for that, probably.
But this was the one technique that Andy Heck used to tell us, if you got to break the glass to snatch the emergency button, then you can use this technique. Spin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The spin. You spin out of it.
Reverse the spin.
And you try and take them. You just spin out of this to your left and try and wash him down. If you did this, like I've only seen it done personally like 2 or 3 times in my career.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, at one time it was a tackle. Who was it? It was one time it was Eugene Monroe, and I asked him, he said I was terrified. He said the moment I turned, I was like, oh my God, if I don't touch this cat, he said he didn't even know where the dude was when he started turning. That's how scary doing a spin is on something like this, because he's running free. And you got to take your eyes off of him and turn around to try and get him, and you would be meeting him like right here at the quarterback's fucking knee, like right at his feet, within a couple of feet of him.
It is a complete leap of faith. Because you're also leaving the tackle for the center, saying, "I hope you got him."
And the center's still fucked, but you're just trying to keep it from being fucked to being clusterfucked.
Yeah, I just want to keep my quarterback alive at this point.
Yeah, I just hoping that his spleen isn't shattered after the hit. That's the goal. But 77 right here should be coming off to pick up this guy. Now, woo!
Oh, wow. That is... Okay. Well, that's one way to do
it. Woo! He got lucky, but look what cost him in the end.
Oh. That Michael Vick with the 7?
7 with the Vick. I mean, look, and I haven't seen this play. I thought this was over with.
This should be dead in the water.
This should be dead as a goose on a skillet.
Wow.
Look at this. I don't even know. Like, only thing I can say is 41.
He's not a pass rusher.
Yeah. 41 got to get tighter. That's not a pass. That's the only thing I can see there, because how you got all this space and you didn't get there?
He's like, well, it says this on the scout card.
Look, if this was Von Miller, his hand would be touching the ground right there. And
I'm about to say, he'd be so low.
He'd be so low coming through there. His hand would be touching the ground, and he would just go right through this cat's entire kneecaps. Just done. This cat, look, chugging. You see the
where
little move he made with his arm, right?
Where is he
Like, look at
going?
it. Watch that inside arm.
Where is he going? He's not running the hoop.
He rounded that off so damn bad. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he did not pick up the sandbag or whatever.
He sure didn't. Because look, this is a save, and you are lucky, 77. You wearing that number. You need to come a little bit stronger wearing that number, cuz. Because I done seen you get mollywopped around this whole damn film session. But I tell you what, only because it's college football, you was able to save that. Because if that's in the pros, you done. That's done. Oh, okay. Well, why not? Why not? How you turn a minus into how you turn a full minus into a half minus with the finish? Okay.
Oh man.
Woo!
I will say these are some of the things that can happen when you have 9 of our European brethren on the field on defense.
You know what I mean? Because what the hell was that? He should have been going. It should have been ugly. It should have been ugly for that cat.
It should have been
that quarterback. The quarterback. Hey, credit to him. He kind of like panicked his way out of there. Like, he might have got the first down too. You don't even know.
Right.
But 65 reacted the right way to that. But he got knocked out of the hole, and you know, no pun intended. But if you look here, he's actually reacting. He's reacting right now.
Yeah, his instinct
you just can't do this. You have to send this guy across his face, not through him.
Yeah. And
there's a difference between how that works. When you send him across the face, you're like tossing them across, and he's just snatching them up and taking them that way. You can't turn this. You can't turn and guide him in here. That's what he's doing on run blocks too.
It's got to be a violent,
it's got to be a violent sudden
move.
snatch. Yes. And because he's doing this, he's knocking his center out. And look, even after that, watch
he recovers.
Recover.
Look at
watch him recover.
To go from that position to back in
watch
front
him
of this
recover
guy.
And still get him.
Hey, this kid's got it, man.
Hey, that kid's got it. I'm telling you right now, like, and you know, that's gonna, we're wrapping this up for that. But I'm telling you right now, from what I've seen so far, this kid is the best all-around offensive lineman out of this group.
Yep.
And I promise you, he's gonna get drafted to a team like Baltimore. He's gonna get drafted to a team like Pittsburgh, and they're gonna have a 10, 12, 14-year center who's gonna be there for the whole time because he has that. He's playing like that. Yep. He's playing like that. And I mean, look, I played with a guy who played 14 years at center at one position on the Jaguars, Brad Meester. And he looks kind of like Brad Meester playing, which is good. That's really good for him. I think that's a name you need to keep in the back of your heads or the back of your minds when you think about offensive linemen in this draft and in the years to come. Keep an eye out for that name. I'm not going to sit here and make a guarantee because the NFL is a weird place, but that's the kind of offensive lineman that plays a long time in the NFL. So with that being said, guys, we appreciate y'all for being in here with us. This is Lineman Life Live. I'm Uche Waneri. This is Justin Blaylock, and we will catch you all on the next one. Peace. Uh-oh.